YouTube, and welcome back to FTB Horizons with Canagadia. So, let me give you an update as to what's happening now. After much consideration, I decided to chop down that one silverwood tree that I got to grow and planted these 5 that we found. We discovered that magical forest all the way over to the east back there, about 2,000 blocks over. And I'm hoping that one of them has, I believe it is the rare effect of creating a magical biome within a short vicinity of it. So hopefully one of these will sprout and we'll get a magical biome right here so I can work on mana beans. That's my understanding of the way the mechanics work. So we'll see if it works. In addition, I've done a little more exploration with Misscraft, and I can say I've had mixed success. What I mean by mixed success is that I've been partially successful, which is to say, this is a filing cabinet that I made from extra utilities, relatively easy to make. These here are not the pages I've gotten. These are the duplicates and triplicates of the pages that I've gotten so far. These are the pages. Yeah, my understanding is that there's approximately 140 different pages in Misscraft, and I must have gotten at least 60 of them. Biomes, I've called modifiers, features, I've got all kinds of ones. I even have a very rare one here, diamond ore. Unfortunately, as far as I understand the grammar, I can't yet write the books, the ages themselves, because I need something called a terrain generator, a terrain modifier, or something like that. But I don't think I can make one yet. I have some of this material here, but I'm not quite ready to make ages and make my own ages yet. I'm still working off of random ones. The safest one I found was actually the third one, the last one I showed you in our previous episode. I made a couple more since then, and they were incredibly dangerous. For example, let's show you, can I get down here? This one here, Ice Desert and Ominous Woods, I think was full of jungle spiders. This one, Red Sky Island, that thing, as far as I could tell, was an island surrounded by ice, and it was infested with more hecates and skeletons I could deal with. So, we'll see where things take us. I've got a pretty good supply of squidding, so I plan on doing quite a few more random ages here. And then once we get on to once I finally get up to making my own custom ages, it'll hopefully be a lot better. But unfortunately, there are basically 2 pages I am looking for that I have not yet found. The first one, as I mentioned before, is the villages feature. I really want that one. I've not yet to find a village in any of these ages, including the one that was our best bet, where I got most of these books from. At least 8 different abandoned libraries, which is where I got most of these things here. So I really want to find that. If I can't find a villages page, I would like to get a dense ores page, which I think might be enough to justify making a new world. But at the moment, I'm going to have to keep chugging along with Misscraft, and we'll see where it takes us. But right now, I want to give a little more thought to Ars Magica. So I think my idea before was sound. In that putting a sigil of butchery in the middle of our animal farm. I believe that will work. The difficulty, as far as I can understand it, is that it's not quite enough. So let's go about and try this again. So my understanding now is that... Oh, it's in my bag. So my understanding is that I take a sigil stand and the chest. Oh, by the way, I've done a couple of alterations. One of which was I made some semi-random armor, made of vulcanite, kelendrite, and aura class. These are basically all things like I found in my travels, and I decided to make armor out of them. They're pretty good. It's roughly equal to diamond. Not enchanted though. I didn't do anything special like that. Another thing I did was kind of interesting is I made a broadsword out of Tinker's Construct with looting 3 and sharpness. So when I go like this, when this little guy The damage isn't quite as much as I would hope, but the looting is a very nice benefit. I've come to love the fact that I can use lapis for both looting on swords and weapons like that, and squid! Okay, I do need more squid ink. Very glad I made my base next to a river. So helpful. Anyway, I'm very glad that I made that I'm able to use lapis both for looting and for fortune. So I have a fortune pick and a looting sword. Cost me 900 lapis to make them, but the looting pick helped me make short work of finding that much lapis. So this should not be too difficult to test. I've been doing quite a bit of breeding around here. Not that I need much of this for food, actually. Going into some of the ages, I found on quite a bit of chickens and cows. Oh, I have a chest here already. Okay, so my understanding is that if you put a sigil stand on top of the chest, and then put the sigil on top of that it should, in theory, work. Come on. Okay, so what it's supposed to do is kill... There! Nope, still didn't work. Okay, I'm definitely doing something wrong here, but I'll figure it out. So that nixes that plan. Anyway, my long-term goal is to have a sigil farm, basically similar to the one that Direwolf 20 has on his server. That is a combination sigil of butchery, progeny, and containment. One thing I would definitely want to do is obtain those if I can. And I'm just realizing now that in order to get this one, the sigil of progeny, I need eggs. White runes, not a big deal, but I also need life essence, and life essence is made in an essence refiner, and that in itself is going to be a little tricky. What's more difficult is I know for a fact this thing is powered, so it means we're going to have to try and get into making nexuses or nexi. I'll call it nexus. We make these things. So arcane compendium, nexus. And I think I'm going to start off with a neutral nexus. I think that's the basic one I can make. So structures, essence nexus or neutral nexus. Okay, so it's hard to tell the distance between them, but this looks like a 5x5. I could be wrong, but I can't be sure otherwise. Okay, so as far as I understand this, I need to put this stuff, liquid essence, beneath the nexus. So I'm going to need some witchwood logs, and I'm pretty sure that the way it functions is that it needs to be directly beneath it. So I think, just for the safety's sake. Not safety, but simplicity. And as far as I know, it's only got to be the one source block, so most of this should be fine as it is. Here. And it's entirely possible I'm doing this completely wrong, but it's alright. It's my first time doing this. I'm taking a pretty big assumption that this is the way that you make this. Alright, so I think this should work. I'm hoping I can even make it on planks, come to think of it. There we go. So now we have our reservoir, and I really don't need this here. Yeah, that's right. It can't be one block low, it's got to be at least two below, so I did that right. So what I'm missing is, I think, the chalk. Yes, blue chalk. Okay, so I need blue chalk and stone bricks. So let's try this. 1, 2. It's 2, and then it. Yes, 1, 2, and then cap. 2 cap. Okay, so I have the basic layout now. So I'm hoping I can make blue chalk easily enough. I'm hoping I'm guessing it's just Vintium dust and something else. Blue. I think that's it, but okay. So I need clay, Vintium, and paper, and yeah, that's simple enough. Okay, and I think I think it's single use, but I only need just one. All right, so I think you do this first. Let's give it a shot. Yes. Okay, it's an active multi-block. Now I just need to power it, and I believe all I have to do is just take one bucket of this stuff, and I'm not sure how exactly it functions in terms of using this stuff up, but I believe all I have to do is whoa. Oh, I must have missed. Okay, so it's there. Well, okay, so this thing's got some weird physics, but that looks like power. Okay, we have a powered Nexus. Okay, so I know. Next thing I'm gonna need is a what's it called? The Magitech staff. I should be. Oh, I don't have it. Sorry. Magitech staff. I always think of Final Fantasy whenever I think of this thing. So I need bamboo kimmerite, which I believe I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that. But a mana focus, that's with Intium and a standard focus. Standard focus is a lesser focus, which is just glass. I can't be out of glass, am I? Okay, so lesser focus. Standard. Whoa! Oh, I gotta fix that stupid thing. Sorry about that. Okay, so standard focus. Okay, so I have a standard focus. Now I need 2 Vintium dust. Make a mana focus. Can I click this? Yeah, cool. Okay, so that should do it. Yep. Cool. 1 Magitech staff. And I know what this is used for is to tell how much power is in this. So right now we have, oh, that's hard to read. Okay, we've got 3,400 power. Okay, and it looks like that thing used up, so let me put another bucket down there just in case. I've got tons of this, and I have ages that some of which generate this stuff. Okay, so it's powering up again. 49, 56. It's over 6,000. Okay, so it looks like it's generating approximately 3,000 power per bucket. Okay, that's good to know. In fact, I think that might be enough of a reason. I got so much stuff in here to move this bucket, this hardened portable tank a little bit closer. Yeah, I might as well put it there. I'm not going to have access to that corridor anyway, so put it right there. Sweet. I probably could bring up some way of. No, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you cannot dump this thing, so I don't think I would be able to function with it that way. Okay, so cool. I have a functioning Essence Nexus. Nice. Okay, now comes sort of another problem we're going to run into. This one, okay, the size is correct. So this is my Essence Nexus. This is going to be my light nexus here. It leaves me a little bit of space to move in and out that way. But that still leaves a third nexus I'm going to need, a dark nexus. So I'm going to have to put that on the other side of this wall. That's going to be a little tricky to design, as far as I understand it. I don't think we have soul shards as part of this mod pack, do we? Nope. Nope, don't have soul shards. Okay, I think soul shards are ideal for this pretty much. No, I never actually tried, but I wonder if you could silk touch a monster spawner. That might be handy. Okay, so now I have this. I have a magic staff to check the power levels. So what's next? Oh, the essence. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how complicated it is to make an essence refiner. Essence refiner. Oh, it's easy. See, wait, what's that in the middle? Oh, arcane ash. Oh, that's why I had that. Okay, I was wondering why I logged in today and I had a bunch of ash, or a bunch of arcane compound in my bag. But I know that, oh, that's what it was. Okay, so if I'm reading the recipe correctly, no, if anything, okay, I guess I must have seen it incorrectly. I thought you needed to use only, what's it called? Only saplings, but no, it looks like you can use anything. So I'm gonna let this cook up, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I've got some arcane ash, and while I was off camera, I was looking into something, and I'm coming to a conclusion I'm not particularly fond of. I was trying to figure out some way of collecting those items from our farm system once we get it up and running, and I can't really find any. I mean, I was thinking about some kind of vacuum pipe or some other way of picking up the materials. I could set up some kind of hopper system, possibly, but I'm not really seeing anything that looks feasible. So I'm coming to the conclusion that I may have to employ golems, and that's going to be quite a bit of thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy within Thaumcraft. So that's going to be something else for the future. But in the meantime, I do have the arcane ash. So let's see about making that essence refiner. One essence refiner. Okay, now I believe I need one more thing. I think I need a crystal wrench. There we go. And we need that. Oh, I got all that stuff. Perfect. Glad I picked up all that Desert Nova and Blue Orchid while I was on my travels. Alright. So let's see here. How did that horse get in here? Alright. In the last off camera before I used my magic lasso to grab a couple of horses. Although they really shouldn't be inside the house. There's magic here. They can get hurt. But let's see. Location wise, it's getting kind of cramped around here, but I guess I could put it right here. So, Essence Refiner. It did it automatically? I thought I was going to have to hit it with this thing. Yeah, it looks like it's gaining power, so let's check this. Yeah, it's getting 3,000 energy. That's... Wait, 3,000? How much does it have? Let's see, left. It's draining all the essence out of this. Okay, I guess it's filling its internal buffer at this point. Alright, so let's give this a try. So, Sigil of Progeny. We need Life Essence, which we need eggs. Golden Apples, which is made with bars, with ingots. And 2 eggs. Okay, let's go get this stuff. I don't think... let's try it. I don't think any interfaces with this kind of Thaumcraft stuff, but let's see. Yeah, there's no question mark. Makes sense. Okay, so... Okay, let's give it a try. It looks like it's powered. I don't know how much energy it actually requires, but let's see. 2 of those and 2 of those. Or it's the other way around. Maybe it requires a redstone signal? It could be it doesn't have enough power. It's got almost 7,000 energy. I wonder how much it needs. Wait, does it say 3%? Yeah, I don't have enough. Okay, be right back. Okay, so, yeah, I pumped about the entire tank in this thing before I realized it's actually working fine as far as I can tell. I just forgot to fuel it. Okay, there we go. It's working. Very, very slowly, but it's working. See how the ring is spinning? That means it's functioning. Holy crap, that was fast. I thought it was like me take like much longer than that. Okay, how much power does this thing have left? Ugh. Maybe I can get the essence back into this thing? Shoot. Oh well, I'll have to go and get more essence. Oh well, live and learn. I just forgot to put the arcane ash in the mill. That's what took me so long. Okay, so we can build this thing. But again, I don't know how I'm going to actually collect it. I think I'm going to have to resort to golems because I can't think of any other way to do it. It's gotta be, I'm probably missing something very simple. Although it could be that there's a mod I'm not using that people usually use with this. Okay, Sigil of Progeny. Oh, that's right, sorry. Need 2 of these. There we go. Okay, now the third one I wanted to use is Sigil of Containment. That is very easy to make. Iron bars, mossy cobble, fence, and a blue rune. Oh, that's odd. Why didn't it show up like that? Oh well. Okay, cool. So I have all 3 of these. I just don't know what else to do with it. Okay, so once I figure out how to get this thing to actually collect the material, it should work fine. But for the moment, all I have is, my first 3 sigils through Ars Magica, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. You see that? Yeah, that's it. This is a magical forest. Unfortunately, I don't know. Okay, I can probably tell. Yes. Okay, this is still... Okay, so one of these things, I think, or maybe even more than one, did in fact create a magical forest. Very cool. So I need to make some space now. Okay, so now that I clean these off a little bit, we can take a look with this, and we'll see what we can see. I'm not seeing it here. So this one looks clean, I mean, relatively clean. I do not want to use my lumber axe on this thing. Unless you know what, heck with it. I made it out of iron anyway. Yeah, I know. I should have done this a while ago. Just cutting down the tall branches. I don't really need them that high. I need the low. I just need the trunks in place, I think. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, you can see much clearer here. See that? Yeah, I already scanned it, but I was off camera. That and that are pure nodes. This one is fading, so I don't think that's quite as good. But that is a pure node. Very cool. Very happy about that. Alright, so I'm actually not sure how magical forest biome affects the growth of other crops, but I know one thing it generates these simmerleaf things. But I think I have a couple. Yes, I have exactly 2 mana beans, and if I understand it correctly, I can just put them on the side of these. Oh, I think it's taking damage on the side of these things and have them grow. So let's see. Yes. Okay. So cool. Wish I knew. When they would hatch. I mean, like be mature. I think it takes a while, but yeah, I have my first mana beans and our first mana bean farm. I'm very pleased with it. I'm gonna actually move this one because that's not well. As far as I can tell, I mean, it looks like it's transforming this whole little biome area into it, which is not the worst thing in the world. I spaced them through 4 apart. It should be fine. I think there's actually a way you can combine nodes, but I don't really know how to do it off the top of my head. But I think it does make it much cool. I managed to get 2 silverleaf saplings from cutting down from hitting all those there. You know what? I'm gonna go for broke. Put 1 here. Probably not gonna grow. Put 1 here. If those grow, it might create like a super node here, possibly. Okay, but I think I'm out of time for this episode. I'm relatively pleased with what we did in this episode. We got pretty a little bit more advanced in Ars Magica, even though I'm still having trouble with that the sigil stand issue. Not quite sure what I'm doing wrong, or it could be that's actually the way it's supposed to work, and it's just well, not working the way I'd hoped it would. And we've got our first Nexus here. I'm definitely going to build a second one over here. It's going to be the Light Nexus, and the Dark Nexus is going to be out here, right this way. And this, maybe we'll get to next episode. It's going to be our Blood Magic altar. Actually, I think I might do that. I might touch on Blood Magic next episode. So, this has been Kanikadea for FTB Horizons, and have a magical day.